I've just got a short one for you today, heroes. I'm sure that most of you are already familiar with The Time Machine, and I only really reread it because it was a direct influence on the one that I'm going to be talking about next. So, and it's really short, so I thought, why not? So the story starts off in the time traveler's home. Every Thursday evening, his intellectual friends come by and they have dinner and talk about intellectual things. So on this particular occasion, he asks all of them about what they think of the possibility of time travel. So they're all giving their different opinions or whatever. And then after hearing them out, he says, well, what would you say if I told you that I have built a working time machine? And they're all like, okay, well, what are you getting at here? So after discussing things, he actually takes them into his laboratory and shows them this time machine he has built. And they're all like, okay, it looks really cool and everything, but does it really work? And okay, whatever. So they're kind of not sure what to think of all this, and then disperse for the night. So then the following Thursday comes around, and they all meet back at his house again, and sitting around the dinner table, the time traveler is running late. So they're all sitting there kind of joking around like, well, where do you think he's at? Maybe he's caught back in the Cretaceous period or something. So eventually he comes walking in through the door, and his clothes are all torn up. He's all haggard looking and just everything. And so they look at him like, whoa, you all right there, homie? And he's like, oh yeah, I'll be okay. Just give me a chance to go wash up, change clothes, and get some food in me because I'm famished. So after they get done eating, they go and retire to the couches and fire up their pipes and that. And he proceeds to tell them the story of how he went into the far distant future in his machine and spent 8 days there, and describes everything that he saw and experienced. So there's lots of really cool ideas in it. Um, I'm betting when this came out in 1895, the ideas were just completely mind blowing. But I think that us as modern readers, we've been exposed to so much science fiction and its ideas that a lot of it was just a little bit flat, nothing really that exciting. I would give this overall probably a 7 out of 10 rating. Now I know that's probably sacrilege to some to give such a low rating to a classic, but my ratings aren't really including historical importance or anything like that. It's just simply how much did I enjoy the read of it. And reading this 130 years after its publication, it was just, it wasn't bad by any means. It was just a little bit on the boring side. And there's not a single character in this with any sort of personality whatsoever. So I do believe it is worth a read, if nothing else, just for seeing like how influential this was on everything else that has come since then. But if you're somebody that's not particularly interested in that, and you're just looking for a fun story to read, you can probably skip out on this one without feeling like you're really missing out on anything.